Shout out to the Safdie Bros.
Shout out Ben and Josh Safdie. Shout out Safdie Bros. Watch Good Time. That's a 10 out of 10. Can't wait for that movie with The Rock. The Smashing Machine.
It's gonna be great. It's gonna be great. All right, guys? It's gonna be great. And this movie is a 10 out of 10. I'm going to continually hold this against you guys that you guys doubted it.
Dave, we saw it. We saw it.
We fetching saw it.
We saw The Smashing Machine.
The Smashing Machine. We got shirts.
Directed by Benny Safdie.
Benny Safdie.
Benny Boy.
Most commonly known as that one doctor from Oppenheimer.
Most commonly known as the one hidden Jedi in Obi-Wan Kenobi.
Yes, that's what he's known for. He definitely hasn't made any other movies.
No, that's it. Nope, he made Good Time. He helped make Uncut Gems. Both 10 out of 10 movies. Shout out Good Time. But now we're shouting out The Smashing Machine.
Yeah, we've been...
In this movie, we're hyped as hell.
Yep.
Dave, what do you think?
It's been so hard to just separate my thoughts on the movie itself versus the night that we had.
Which let's tell the
Yeah.
story at the end. Let's talk about the movie itself right now.
Fetch, I was not let down. This is one of those rare instances where I'm just hyped out of my freaking mind, and it met all of the expectations. You know what, Fetch? It exceeded some of the expectations I had set for this movie. I went in with high expectations. I saw the first trailer for this, and I knew instantly, I'm like, I'm gonna love this. And I knew a little bit about Mark Kerr going into this, so none of this was really spoilers, and it's like, I honestly don't think you can do a spoiler warning for this movie because his life has been out there since the 90s and 2000s, so, I mean...
Yeah. My thoughts, just quick overall, I was hoping that this movie avoided a lot of like the sport boxing cliches, and I think it does to like a certain extent. I think you need some of these boxing cliches
Definitely.
to make a boxing movie work.
Agreed.
I compared it when we left the movie. We don't talk about the movie after we finish it. Once we leave the theater, we keep our thoughts very minimal because we don't want to know each other's thoughts.
Exactly.
So,
we want to give you guys our genuine conversation.
like, the one thing I said to Dave was this movie feels like the modern day Raging Bull, where it is trying to do something different than Rocky. In the least spoilery sense of the word, it's trying to do something different than what Rocky did. And it's telling the story of Mark Kerr, and I think it does it really well. And it's done in the style that the Safdie brothers do best, which is just this like almost gritty look into things.
I need to stress about the plot where we're picking up in the life of Mark Kerr. This is a vertical slice taking place between 1997 and 2000.
Which I'll say, telling us at the beginning of the movie it takes place between 1997 and the year 2000 was so cool because like never at any point in the movie did I question when something took place. It was always like, okay, this makes sense right here. It's done very well.
Exactly.
The pacing of the movie, what did you think?
I was okay with it. I have no problems. I have no problems with the pacing. I don't know if it's just me being hyped and just super interested in this movie, but for me personally, I had no problems. I was able to sit through it, and I felt like it was a good blend of highs and lows. It was a good roller coaster, I think, is how we can phrase it. There's the high points of his career and his life, and then there's the low points of his career and his life, and it doesn't feel like it's too heavy on either side. Like it feels like we get some good, we get some bad, we get some good, and it always like ping pongs between the two in what I would say is a healthy way. Like it's almost like surgically done. Like it feels like we're not dwelling on something too long.
Yeah. I completely agree. I like that it's. Let's just move on to the chemistry between the characters. I think the chemistry between, really there's three main characters in this movie.
Yes.
You have
Dawn.
Dwayne Johnson
Yep.
as Mark Kerr.
Yep.
You have Emily Blunt as Dawn Staples.
I forget her last name, the girlfriend.
Dawn, yeah. Emily Blunt as Dawn, and then you have Ryan Bader as
Mark
Mark
Coleman. Yep.
And all three of them, the relationships that they have with each other, I think it all works really well, especially between The Rock and Emily Blunt. I think those two are what sell the movie. That's what's going to get butts in the seats.
Yep.
And I think that it leads to a point in the movie where people are going to be satisfied. I think when you watch the movie and you're watching all these events unfold, you're going to be happy with where it ends up.
Yeah.
I mean, as crazy as it sounds, you're going to be satisfied with how it all goes.
Do not phone in.
No.
I feel like
This
every
is The Rock actually trying. This is like the best The Rock has ever been in a movie.
This isn't The Rock. This is Dwayne Johnson.
This is Dwayne.
This is Dwayne Johnson. We need to differentiate, because The Rock is more of a character that is in a bunch of movies, and then there's Dwayne Johnson, the human, and this is by far his best performance ever. Mostly because it's hard to realize that was Dwayne Johnson. It's like, holy crap, that's Dwayne Johnson. That's not Mark Kerr.
Yeah.
The fetching prosthetics that they did on his face to make him like...
And it doesn't look like somebody put prosthetics on
No.
his face. Like, I was watching it and I was like, that's just a guy.
Yeah.
That's not The Rock with a bunch of stuff on his face. And
Exactly.
never once did I think that.
No. And I mean, Emily Blunt does an amazing job portraying the chaotic toxicity of Don. Not even a spoiler, like it's in his life. Don was not a good person for Mark Kerr at all. There are moments of struggle in the movie. I don't know. I won't tell you what he's struggling with. I guess we'll put the spoiler warning on there. But Don enables it. And it ultimately reaches certain scenes in the movie that are just so powerful. And it's like, is this acting or is this real? Like, it felt like genuine exchanges of humans that you would see behind closed doors.
Yeah.
Like, that's how good the acting was.
Yeah. And I haven't looked at any reviews online, so I don't know what people are saying. But to me, the heart of the movie is not The Rock. It's not Emily Blunt. I think it is Ryan Bader. I think he is this light in the movie where, again, I haven't looked at reviews. I don't know what people are saying, but I don't know if they're praising him. I think they should be if they're not.
What's crazy, he's a UFC fighter.
Yeah,
first.
I
He's not
looked
an
at
actor.
his IMDb. This is his only movie he's been in.
Yeah.
And it feels like a guy that's in the UFC who's just a good dude.
Yeah.
Like, I don't know anything about Mark Coleman other than what he does in this movie. And Ryan Bader plays him so great.
It's believable.
He's the light. He is the good in this movie.
Exactly. I think the movie does a good job. Maybe like in the first third, it kind of draws those lines for you to see that there is the good, and then there's the vice or the setback. And so it's like there's the career goal that Mark Kerr is working towards, and then you have two characters on both sides of the path that are trying to, like, one's trying to keep him on the path while the other's trying to, oh, come over here, I want you more.
Yeah.
And so I think that's a good way to...
And I don't think it's like a crazy thing to say. Like, this is, I would say, at least a quarter of this movie is Mark Coleman's story. And I learned more about Mark Coleman in this than I ever knew beforehand.
I was not expecting that. Now, I'm
There's
not...
points where The Rock and Emily Blunt aren't even in it. It's just
Yeah.
him.
Yeah.
And I'm like, it works. Like, never once was like, hey, can we get back to The Rock? I never felt like that. I was like, hey, I'm on board with every single person in this movie.
I agree.
And I think if I'm gonna nitpick anything here, it's just there are a lot of, like, not a lot, I'm not gonna say a lot, but there are some, like, sports movie cliches that we get, and we've already talked about it. I think that, I'm trying to think of what was
We
the
get
other
a
thing.
training montage.
We do get a training montage, which is pretty badass. I like the training montage in this.
Was it done to my way?
It was.
Yep,
Yeah,
yep.
It was. Trying to think. I think it's a little long. I don't know what the actual runtime is. It just felt a little long.
I think it was 2.5 hours.
Was it? Okay.
Yeah, I think
it
so.
feels 2.5 hours.
2.5 hours. I think if we're going to point out nitpicks, this one's really forced. I wish they showed the people actually getting punched more.
The fights feel like
I felt like I was looking at their backs.
Yeah,
a lot more than I was
felt
actually.
Like, it felt like instead of a Rocky movie where you're in the ring, it felt like we're out of the ring. It felt
Exactly.
like we're watching what everybody else watched.
Yeah.
You know, these are fights that took place on TV, on whatever.
I didn't think of it that way, but I completely agree. And can we segue into cinematography, or do you want to talk about music first?
Yeah, I just wanted to bring up the fact that every Safdie brothers movie, I mean, we saw this with our buddy Hayden. He was in the last two videos we did. He told me afterwards, he's like, the Safdie brothers have a way of taking music and whatever emotion is on the screen and making that a noise. There's music in this movie where it's like when something's happening, the emotion is the music, and I can't explain it. But it's the same
I think
way
I can.
In Good Time, it's the same way in Uncut Gems. It's the same way in this.
Like, you pick up on it in the beginning. There's like a jazzy type music going on every time Mark Kerr's fighting, and it gets increasingly more chaotic when he's getting unhinged. Like, there is a point in the movie when he's about to do a thing, and it's just like really chaotic. Like, it makes you feel bad. Like, oh, this is bad. Yeah. But then like the fights, it's like it's a good jazz, and I think it's supposed to portray how he's feeling, because he loved fighting. Yeah. We see it in the movie. He loves fighting, but it's like he also cares about his opponent. So he's like, he's just having a good time. Yeah. And shout out Good Time.
Yes. And the cinematography, we joked about it in the Reddit video where some idiot was like, it looks like a TV movie.
Yeah, fetch that guy.
I don't know what you're talking about.
Yeah, I don't think we saw the same. You know what? I think he went back and saw like the early documentary from like 2002 called The Smashing Machine.
Maybe he did.
Because whatever person has a problem with the cinematography of this movie, you have no taste. You probably like salted boiled chicken. This movie is so flavorfully shot. I'm a cinematography guy.
You're a slut.
I'm a slut for cinematography. Yeah. I'm a slut for the good shots. All right, and this movie has them.
Yep.
This movie has them.
Benny Safdie proves this man's got it.
Oh my gosh. Just the 90s like VHS vibe kind of going on, and where the camp, like what you're saying about how it's from the perspective of us like sitting in the corner of the room watching it unfold. That labeled it for me. That's what it is. We are there in the corner of the room witnessing what's happening, and the camera, the way it moves and the way it's shot and the way it zooms in and zooms out, and just the effects over it, just everything about it is just chef's kiss. Like this, it was easy on the eyes. It was amazing. Yes. I can't stress it enough.
Well, Dave, you've been glazing this movie a lot. Let's get your score, and then let's talk about the experience we had.
Oh, fetch.
Because we've been avoiding talking about it, but we're going to talk about it at the end here.
Yeah.
So, Dave, final score. Are we getting a channel first for Dave from Dave?
Fetching 10 out of 10, baby.
I knew it was going to be a 10. I said, this is going to be a 10, baby. I'm going to love this movie. I set the expectations in my head, and it met all of them, baby. It met all the expectations. This movie is a 10 out of 10. It is beautifully shot. The music is great. The acting is great. The story is great. And I don't know, man. I had to find a nitpick.
Dave, everything that you just said is 100% true. This movie is a 10 out of 10.
Amen.
Everybody needs to rush out and go see this movie.
Go buy your tickets.
Buy your tickets now, and because this is a movie that deserves to be watched in the theater. Is this your movie of the year, Dave?
Superman is a contender. I'll say that. I think Superman is.
You didn't give Superman a 10, though.
I didn't give it a 10, but honestly, it's like the way my ratings work changes from movie to movie. It's like sometimes I'm like, can I go back and rewatch this movie? I'm going to tell you guys at home, I don't think I can rewatch this movie the same way I watched Tron Legacy and The Batman. That being said, it's like I think with this type of movie, you don't need to rewatch it for it to be a 10. It's like, I guess if we're
I agree.
Yeah, if we want consistency, then it's like, okay, sure, I'll bump it down to a 9 so you guys can sit there and say, oh, well, a 10 is something that Dave will rewatch. It's like, I take it on a movie-by-movie basis, and it's like, I mean, if you guys are going to hold it up to a freaking chart, you'll see inconsistencies. I view it under a microscope. I ain't zooming out on this one. It's a 10 out of 10. I think if you like movies, go see it. Dwayne Johnson did an amazing job portraying the highs and the lows of Mark Kerr's life in this vertical slice that we've been given. Dawn, played by Emily Blunt, just a chaotic, toxic mess. Ryan Bader, with almost no acting experience, just a UFC fighter going in, just being the freaking light in Mark Kerr's life. This is a movie that Ben Safdie can proudly put on his shelf of successes. I'll say it.
Well, I don't have a whole lot more to say about it. I agree.
You want to talk about that night?
Yeah, let's talk about that night. That was a cool experience. So we get to the movie, and the lights go down. You think the trailer's about to start, and out comes a guy to announce that these people are here. Mm-hmm. We met Mark Kerr, and we met Dawn, and we met Ryan Bader.
Yep.
We met all three of those guys there, and it was so cool watching the movie. And at the end of the movie, usually I freaking hate when people clap at the end of a movie. This, I was like, I gotta clap.
They were there.
The guy's sitting behind me.
It's a movie about Mark Kerr's life, and the dude was there. Out of the 13 showings, there were 12 or 13 16 millimeter IMAX preview showings in the US. Ours had Mark Kerr. I'm sure somewhere they had Ben Safdie. That's great. I wish I could have met him. A little jealous about that. Somewhere had Emily Blunt. Somewhere had Dwayne Johnson. We had fetching Mark Kerr. All right? We're better.
Yep. And both super sweet, nice guys. Dawn was even very nice.
Yep.
I think everybody, all of those guys, I mean, we leave the movie theater and they're just out there taking pictures. Mm-hmm. Everybody was super nice about it. They were chill. They waited. They had conversations with people. I'm like, man, these are just some good dudes who deserve some spotlight. And I'm glad they're getting it.
Yep.
So it was a good time.
And
if there's one thing I can take away from that, it's that we are one step closer to meeting Benny and Josh Safdie. Shout out, good time.
Yeah, I think we're just once removed.
Yeah.
Like, this is the closest we've ever gotten.
Yeah, we're getting there. We will go to a Safdie Brothers premiere. It will happen.
Yeah, but we will be there. We will shake hands and rub butts with them and take a picture, and we'll
mark our words. It's gonna happen.
It's gonna happen. You know what? Fetch it, dude. I'm gonna say it. They're gonna be on our show.
We're gonna get Josh and Benny Safdie on this show.
Yeah, that is a goal. That is a goal. I don't think anybody is as jazzed about this movie as us.
Yep. And we're going to be singing its praises. Everybody needs to go see it.
Amen. We've been saying it. Amen.
We saw it in IMAX. I think it was 16 millimeter IMAX.
Yeah, it took up the whole screen. I'm a slut for when it takes up the whole screen.
It's a 10 out of 10. Mm-hmm. Go see this movie.
Go see it. I'm going to be standing in Phoenix tomorrow after the video is released with a sign like Ben Safdie was in New York saying, go buy tickets to see Smashing Machine.
Benny Safdie, give us some of those. We'll go on the Phoenix subway and we'll promote this movie.
We'll do it. I'll go to Maryville for you, Ben Safdie.
Benny Safdie, listen. If you need promotion for this movie, give us the materials. We'll go out to Phoenix and we'll plaster posters. We'll do whatever you want.
We won't ask for monetary compensation.
We don't want money, Benny.
Maybe
we
just
just
a
love
shout
your
out.
stuff.
Yeah.
We love you, Benny.
And we want a shout out. Because
I don't even care about that.
Yeah, I don't care about that either.
We want you to come on our show. We want to talk to you about your movies.
We would love to talk about you.
We'd love to talk to you.
About your life.
About your childhood.
Yeah.
What inspired you to make this great picture?
Amen.
Amen. Well, Dave, if you got nothing else to add, I think we're going to call it here.
Yeah, no.
Shout out Smashing Machine.
Yeah,
shout out Smashing Machine.
Shout out Smashing Machine. Go see Smashing Machine October 3rd in theaters.
And we'll see you in the next one. Peace.
Oh, also, I need to stress, and you can splice this in at any point in the video, we didn't sign an NDA. That's why you guys are seeing this one early.
Oh, yeah, no NDA. We paid for our tickets.
Yeah, we paid for our tickets.